What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down part 2 of the Super Bowl promo, which is live right now. Go over everything that you need to know about it, including how to get all of the free content from it. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. We're going to start with the Welcome Pack, because this is a big question that I've been getting about the Welcome Pack and the Welcome Pack players. And by the way, if you saved any of your Super Bowl fantasy packs, whether they were from the Field Pass, Solo Challenges, the Super Bowl runs, if you were able to win Super Bowls in the ongoing event that's still available for another 7 days, from what I've been told, specifically packs 4 and 5 have been updated with the new players. So if you open these up, you're guaranteed a 95 overall champion of your choice if you select that option, which you absolutely should. Within these packs, they do have the new Part 2 95 overall players in there. But today we did get the Super Bowl present Welcome Pack. This one is going to feature DeAndre Hopkins and Jalen Carter. So last week we had Super Bowl present pack or past pack with the welcome players of Trent Williams and Devin White. And in order to upgrade those cards, you would need to use tokens to bring them up to a 93 overall. And then you could take from a 93 to a 95 by putting another 95 into the upgrade path. It's going to be the same exact thing with D-Hop and Jalen Carter. You can only upgrade one of the 4 players, so you have to make a decision between the 2 Welcome Pack players from last week and the 2 Welcome Pack players that came out today. If any of them meet your theme team, that's probably the route that you're going to go. Later on today, I will be dropping a video going over not only the best Welcome Pack players to upgrade, but also the best free 95 overall champions, whether you're going to get your pack from the end of the Field Pass or you have those Super Bowl packs. So if you're still hanging on to stuff like that and waiting to make a decision, stay tuned for that video. It should come out shortly after this one. I want to break down all of the abilities and just all the pros and cons of every card so we can give you the best information. We are only a few days away from the big game, Super Bowl 59, and there's no better time than right now to go ahead and sign up for Underdog. If you live in a state where it is available, all new customers can take advantage of this free pick Travis Kelce that can be added to any entry to boost your payout. All you have to do is take a look at the game's projected stat lines, choose higher or lower on 2+ players, and you can win money if you guess correctly. Also, all customers can take advantage of this no sweat token, which can be applied to any entry, and that means if you win, you get money. If you lose, you get your money back. Here's an example of my entry for Super Bowl 59. If all 4 of these things happen, we can win over 6 times our money, and if it doesn't, if we lose out on this, we get our money back. So head on over to UnderdogFantasy.com right now or download the Underdog app, and when you sign up, make sure you use code POP. You'll get bonus cash up to $1,000 for signing up today. The Welcome Pack is also going to contain a strategy item specific to Super Bowl players, Chiefs and Eagles as well, and you can get up to +1 speed along with all of the other attributes, but you need to equip some other things for this to activate. At least that's what they said on the stream last night. We'll show you how to easily get these items for free. Please don't go to the auction house and spend any coins, but you're going to need either Andy Reid or Nick Sirianni. You're going to need the Chiefs or Eagles home stadium, and then the Chiefs or Eagles offensive and or defensive playbooks. I don't think it's worth it, even with the +1 speed, to go out there and switch your entire scheme, but I will say on offense, the Eagles have one of the best playbooks in the game, and on defense, the Chiefs have one of the best playbooks in the game. So if you do want to go that route to activate this, again, we'll show you how to get all of those items in a moment. Those would be the best setups in my opinion. With part 2 of this promo means more solo challenges. We have the Super Bowl Chiefs vs. Eagles sequence here, and there's not a ton of solos to play through. You got 6 total solos, 12 total stars. You want to play through these plus the part 1 solos to max out your milestone rewards, most importantly, because tier 1, tier 3, and tier 5 are going to give you the upgrade tokens that you need for your Welcome Pack player. And when you get to the 29 stars here at the very end of it, you get another additional pack that gives you an 85 plus BND Super Bowl player, coin pack between 12.5 and 35k, or 285 non-BND, but 85 no plus there, Super Bowl cards. Again, all of these reward packs, whether it's in the solo challenges or the Field Pass, should update with the new cards, assuming that you didn't open them prior to this point. A quick update with the Season 5 Field Pass. If you go over to your Programs tab, you now have another objective set here to scoring touchdowns with 2 Super Bowl players in your lineup. You got 70,000 XP worth of objectives here to go towards your Season 5 Field Pass. We're under 2 weeks right now until this one expires. And again, yesterday we did have the Week 5 milestones get added in there. The ones that need to be tracking for head-to-head solo seasons or solo battles, these will not track within the Super Bowl event. If you were wondering, you basically either got to play like MUT Champs ranked or just go into a solo seasons. That's typically what I do to go out and grind these. Also worth pointing out that once you complete this touchdown objective, getting 70 touchdowns, you also, along with that 70,000 XP, do get a non-BND 85 plus Super Bowl player pack. The Super Bowl Field Pass is also updated with new objectives, which means as of today, right now, you can reach level 16, 39,000 XP, and the end game reward there is going to be your option between a couple different things. You can take that Super Bowl run coin pack that gives you anywhere between 120k and 340,000 coins, but you also have the ability to take a 95 overall champion. It would be a BND card, and as I mentioned, we will be dropping a video very soon going over the best 95 overall players to take out of that pack, and if you earn the Super Bowl run 4 and 5 packs, which also contain 95 overall. So if you go to your objectives tab, the one thing that I mentioned along with the welcome pack is going to be found in the statistical section. You can see here recording offensive yards and then passing touchdowns with 2+ Super Bowl players in your lineup. Not only will you get XP towards the field pass, you're also going to be earning those items, right? The Super Bowl Eagles coach, the offensive and defensive playbooks, the uniform packs here. I'm assuming that you cannot use like a regular Andy Reid card or a regular Nick Sirianni card. These are the ones that you need, and once you equip them in your lineup with that strategy item, it should give you the +1 speed. I'll test it out and see if you can get away with it without actually having to change your playbooks. But again, if you feel like the +1 speed will be that valuable to you to the point where you're going to change your playbooks, that's the route that you're going to go. And then there's additional objectives in here to get more XP. And of course, playing out all of the solos will allow you to hit that final 24 stars in the Super Bowl Challenge objective to get 1,000 XP. Let's talk about the new Super Bowl cards that came out today. So the set is going to be exactly the same as it was last week. The only difference is within this fantasy pack, it now has been updated to contain all of the brand new 95 overall players. So you go into the set here, you're going to need 3 92 overall Super Bowl cards, can be past or present, and then an additional 2 92 to 93 overall players. 5 cards go into the set. In return, you get a fantasy pack that gives you your choice of all of the cards that came out last week and all of the 95 overalls that came out today. And of course, there are sets for the lower OVR cards as well. If you're building an Eagles or a Chiefs theme team, these packs could be extremely valuable to you as well, especially with a lot of lower overall cards getting those boosts from the theme team. Some of them are going to be really good despite them only being, a 92, an 89, or an 85 OVR. We also have 4 LTDs at 96 OVR in packs: Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, Cooper DeJean, and Saquon Barkley. And yesterday when they revealed these cards, Saquon had 95 speed. It was atrocious, right? I thought they'd at least give him 96. Well, they actually changed it in-game now. He's got 97 speed, which means on a full Giants for Eagles theme team, you're going to be able to get him to 99. There's going to be a lot of other ways that you can get this card to 98 and 99 speed, not on a theme team as well. And if you go into the upgrade path, this is a little confusing, and I'm still not 100% sure it's supposed to be this way, but hypothetically, right, if you read the upper right, if the Eagles get 150 rushing yards in totality, he's going to get +1 speed and then -1 to the AP and all of the buckets in the game day bucket. Now, the game day bucket for all of these cards will be the very first one, and I thought these players would just simply not have access to these buckets at all, but they actually do, so I guess the AP cost is just going to decrease. He'll get Jukebox for 0, Leapfrog would end up being 0 if they get 150 rushing yards, and then Ankle Breaker would go down to 2. The same thing is going to hold true for the 95 overall champions, and unlike last week, in order to go into their upgrade path here, you needed like the 85 and 89 and the 92 overall version of like a Deion Sanders or Ray Nitschke. That's not going to be the case for the Super Bowl present cards, and if you look at Devontae Smith, for example, you only need basically 20 training to unlock all of these buckets. And again, I didn't think that you were supposed to have access to all of these things. Once again, if you read the description, Devontae would get the +1 speed if the Eagles complete 3 20+ yard receptions, and then you get the 1 AP to the game day bucket, which are going to be these 3 abilities. So I actually went ahead and bought Jalen Hurts just to test this out. And again, I think it's supposed to be this way, but it seemed a little bit unclear based off of the description last night versus what's in the game now. But I spent the 20 training, that unlocked all of the buckets, and in the game day bucket, I do have access to right now Gift Wrap for 0, Gunslinger for 2, or Trust Truz for 2, which if you want to run with him a lot, is certainly going to be a good ability. I'm going to go ahead and equip Gift Wrap, except I can't because I'm broke right now and only have 757 training, but they do have access to this. Now, again, if you read the description, +1 speed will happen if the Eagles get 3+ rushing touchdowns, and then -1 to the AP in all of these buckets here, so that means Gunslinger would go to 2, Truz would go to, Gunslinger would go to 1, Truz would go to 1 as well, but the +1 speed is not happening right now, so maybe this is the way that it's supposed to be. I do have +1 speed on him, but that's because I have like a 30 of 40 Eagles theme team right now, so it looks like we're going to have to wait for the game day buckets to update after the game. One other thing, Jalen and both Patrick Mahomes have kind of those long drawn-out animations when it comes to doing your hot routes. For Mahomes, his awareness is high enough to where he can get Master Tactician. For Jalen, he's 1 short in the awareness. You need to be 92 for an improviser archetype, but the way you can kind of work around that, and that's what I'm going to do, is Conductor for 1 AP for the faster hot routes, and then this is optional. I want it because I want those extra hot routes. 3 more AP for Hot Route Master, so this is like a great value put together version of Master Tactician. We're going to miss out on the Playmaker aspect of it, but I don't really use that unless I'm in a pinch, so this will do just fine for me. I did go into some solo challenges and try it out, and it seemed just fine. And he does have access to a bunch of 1 AP abilities. Again, I'm going to go through all of the cards and talk about the best ones in a video, but I just wanted to point those things out when it comes to the abilities. Again, we have 4 95 overall champions for each team in the Super Bowl: Oren Burks, Nolan Smith Jr., Devontae, and Jalen for the Eagles. Karlaftis, Jalen Watson, Kareem Hunt, and Travis Kelce are going to be the Chiefs cards, and then the LTDs. Quick price check here before we take a look at the pack offers on Saquon. I thought he would be a lot. Okay, actually, he is more expensive than I thought. There were a handful of these for like 3.5 mil, in between 3.5 and 4, and now he's at 4.4. Maybe I should have bought him right away there. So he is a pretty expensive card, as expected, with the 97 speed. I don't think it would have been that pricey without the 97 speed. You can see Chris Jones 1.5, Mahomes about 1.8, Cooper DeJean roughly about a little bit under 3 million coins. So these cards are more expensive for the Eagles than the LTDs last week. The Chiefs are pretty much right around, or actually under, what we saw last week with the pass releases. Tons of different pack offers to go through. I think for $2.50, the Super Bowl B&D bundle is worth it. This is something that we saw last week as well. If you get cards that came out last week, you can use the 85s, 89s, and 92s and the upgrade path for those cards to get those discounted ability buckets and X Factors. If you get some of the newer cards and you happen to be rocking a Chiefs or Eagles theme team, again, putting those cards within your lineup, they're going to look pretty good along with that strategy item. But I think for $250, you get a lot of cards there, so it's definitely going to be worth it. The 1 coin offer is a B&D Super Bowl player. Last week, we opened this up and got one of those mystery 78 overall trophy cards. Let's see if it happens again. This time around, we get a Kenny Pickett at the 89 OVR. Definitely make sure you open up the 1 coin pack and also that $2.50 bundle. This one, I guess I'll just open it up since we're here. There's too many cards to open up. I don't want to make this a long drawn out pack open video. We'll open up one of the 89 pluses, but my overall point was saying that the trophy cards potentially could be within these packs as well, which could be definitely a big W out there, because those cards, if you get a 78 overall card, will upgrade to a 95 overall come the February 11th, which is going to be early parts of next week. So we have a step up offer. I don't know everything that's involved in this one, but typically you're going to end up spending, if you want to go through all 4 of the steps, you're typically going to be spending anywhere from about $50 to $75. The very first step is going to give you 1 of 3 92 overall B&D players. Again, because they're B&D, you can obviously throw them in your lineup, but you can also use those cards if you get like a Deion Sanders, Ray Nitschke, John Lynch, the cards that came out last week. These could be used to put into the upgrade path to go ahead and access those discounted buckets on the Super Bowl pass players. It won't really help you for the Super Bowl present players. We do have a $25 platinum pack. You're going to get a 92 plus, an 89 plus, and then a ton of platinum cards. These are going to guarantee you Super Bowl present cards, the ones that came out today. And if you take a look at the odds here, within the Super Bowl cards specifically, very small percent of chance here to getting a higher OVR card. So if you want coins or set pieces for the cards that came out, this would be the ideal bundle for you. But if you're going to be chasing after the higher end cards, you're either probably going to have to go through the step up offer, or you're going to have to drop $100 on the big bundle, which is going to give you 4 Super Bowl present packs, 2 of 3 92 plus present players, 1 of 2 95 overall present or LTDs, and then another 85 plus player or a 78 overall trophy player. Honestly, because I'm going after the LTDs, this is probably the one that I'm going to end up opening. But overall, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of all of the pack offers that came out today. There's no really good shot at getting the 95 overall champions. You know, typically we'll see a $25 offer with a 40, 50, 55% chance at one of those. Not really seeing that, but you do have an opportunity to go out there and get some set pieces for a champion and make some coin off of the platinum bundle. The reroll pack more than likely was updated with the new cards, but I think the price point on this one training wise was way too high last week, so I wouldn't really mess with that one again. And also, being that we're coming to the end of season 5, the 96 overall upgrade token isn't there just yet, but if you happen to have a ton of season tickets, might not be a bad day to be opening up boom or bust packs here. Remember, your tickets will carry over to season 6, so if you want to save some of them for that reason, you certainly can. But with 4 really good LTDs being in packs right now, again, boom or bust might be a good idea to open up a couple of these today and see if you can get lucky. You're not guaranteed to do it by any means, but just something to point out there. And that's it for the content that dropped today. Again, we'll have many more videos coming out today and tomorrow regarding all of this content, but thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.